and I feel like my group of 9 people really, they are hard workers. We got the best of the best. Out of 17, we're down to 9, and I really think we have a good crew. There was also some rhetoric put out there about my assistant, Randy Rudder. After Oz had died, Randy was the next man up, and he had the job of acting as interim property appraiser. And with the approval of the state, he received a temporary increase in pay, and rightfully so, in my opinion. He kept that office running like a fine-tuned machine. Randy does a little bit of everything. Randy's our IT guy, which saves me an average of about $78,000 a year because I do not have an IT guy, but Randy takes that under one of his many duties and hats. It was pointed out that he made $134,000 a year, but what was failed to point out that is Randy has opted out of the FRS, and I no longer have to pay into the FRS for Randy, which saves me money in the long run. As most of you know firsthand, Randy is a key asset to this county, not just this office. It was claimed that his temporary salary increase had been slipped in nice and quiet, and I disagree with that. Randy received approval from the state for this, and out of transparency, he informed the board. He certainly didn't have to inform the board, but he did, and the board in turn wrote a letter of support for Randy, and I thank the board for doing that. The board that was here, there was 4 board members then. We had lost Mr. Joyner, unfortunately. And the only other thing I want to say regarding my budget was that it was pointed out that there was 4 new Broncos purchased while Randy was the interim property appraiser. What wasn't pointed out was that money came from the tragic loss of Oz Barker. We had to use that money, or it would have had to been given back. Oz had always said he wanted to leave the office in better shape than when he took it. What better way to use his salary than to invest it back into the county which he loved to serve, the county that he loved. We replaced 3 trucks that were 12 years old. We were spending a lot of money on repairs, things like that. And Randy felt it was a good idea to invest that money back into the office, and I fully support that decision. I think that was a great idea. In conclusion here, yes, I have asked for a $90,000 increase in my budget. It won't end up being that much because I estimated high on salaries and insurance to make sure I could fall in line with what the county does. I would also like to, for the record, state that I take the taxpayers' money very seriously, which is why 2 years ago I opened up, 2 years ago I operated at 88% of my budget and gave back money to the county. Last year I gave back $150,000 of unused budget to the county. My message to you, board, is even though that the state approves my budget and not you, the board, I do want to make sure that you know that if there is ever a question or concern, or any of you want to sit down and look at my budget, give me advice or opinions, I certainly welcome that. My door's open to you, and I just want to, all work together for the people of Levy County. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.